Hello everyone, this is K9 Gamer 1001 here, and I'm gonna make a little movie review of some of the movies I have seen in 2015, and whether if I like them or not. Well, let's first start out with this one. Uh, as a lot of your viewers out there probably already know, I've been a huge fan of Naruto for 7 years now, and how can I say that this movie isn't good when I'm a Naruto fan? So yeah, that was one of the good movies actually. Now for the second one is Pitch Perfect 2. I saw it in the cinema and I was like, damn, a Danish actor is in this? And some of the movie takes part in Copenhagen? What could be better? And when I just finally saw it, I was like, okay, it totally got better than the first one. And the next is Insurgent, the second movie in this series. And I have to admit, I was really disappointed because I expected a lot more stuff to happen in the second movie actually. And I think this is actually the first time I ever been disappointed over a sequel. No, that's not true. That's not true. I was also disappointed over the Hunger Games sequel, Catching Fire, because it took like an hour before they started the freaking Hunger Games. And speaking about Hunger Games, and now we're going to Mockingjay Part 2. Amazing movie. I didn't really expect to see it in 3D, but damn, I was flying back in the seat, literally, when one of the fucking jump scares came. Oh my god. And then there's Need for Speed. I don't even know if I ever should make a review of that, because it was so bad that it reminded me of a bad copy of Fast and Furious 7. It was so much a bad copy of that, if you ask me. Even though that Fast and Furious 7 came out a year after, I still think it reminded me too much of that movie, and that's not in the good. And that's not good for another movie to remind me of that, because then I just feel like I wouldn't even care about it. And then there's another movie. Well, I know I saw it for a long time ago, but I finally got it on DVD last year. Dragonheart. I love that movie, and yes, I did cry at the end. The ones who doesn't cry at the end of this movie, they probably just don't have a soul. Now the next one, first of all, I'm not planning on seeing this again, since I only seen it once. It's The Fault in Our Stars, and well, sad movie about cancer, and that's what makes it most hard for me to watch, because I had a family member with cancer as well, and that didn't even make it better when the author of the book this movie is based on actually knew a YouTuber, which was Esther Earl, who had cancer and died because of it, and that inspired him to create this story. And I felt even more heartbroken when I found out that it was actually based on something happening in real life. I didn't even have any words for it. Now, I know I mentioned Fast and Furious 7 earlier, but what is a movie review list without Fast and Furious 7? Because I was in the cinema to watch that as well. And yeah, it was the best Fast and Furious movie in the whole series, in the whole franchise so far. But there was one thing I think they could have changed a little bit. The Vin Diesel near-death scene. Why? Why was that even necessary? Shouldn't it have been Paul Walker's? I mean, Paul Walker is dead, so wouldn't it be obvious to kill him in the movie as well? I mean, that's what most movies does, and that's probably why they didn't want it to do that, because they feel like the idea is the whole concept with real life actors who doesn't live who isn't alive anymore deserves to be killed in the movie as well. Maybe they just think like that whole concept is totally overused. Um, wait. Okay, I'm back now, and that was just something. It's like almost every time I record, I have an adult right in front of my door. Yeah, I know that's awkward, but yeah. Back on the movie review, I was also watching. What was I more watching last year? Oh shit, I don't remember. Oh yeah, I do remember one that I have right here, which is which finally has become my favorite movie of all time so far. Actually, I haven't even seen the TV series with it yet, but I am strongly considering and tempted to do it. Which is this one. If you don't know what the English title is, it's of course Watership Down, and that movie is, yeah, it's really brutal and everything, but that's not what made it my favorite movie of all time. It was, of course, the soundtrack, which was Bright Eyes, and a lot of you out there probably know that song. And I don't even regret that I actually got this DVD, because I see, even though I might didn't want it to get it first of all when I got it. I don't even regret that I got it finally, because it's great. It's just the greatest movie of all time. How can you not want to get that? Now, I want to finish up with more movie reviews, and I'm gonna do it short. But some of the other movies I want to review is Rio 2, best sequel of Rio, actually, after my opinion. Happy Feet 2, maybe it can top the first one a little bit, but not that much. And what the fuck do we else have? Yeah, I was watching the whole all three Equestria Girls movies, both in Danish and English, last year. So I think I'm gonna go with the third one, because I still think the third one made most sense for me, since I know I've seen this in the first one, but now it's like the roles have been reversed, and I feel okay for that, because you never get the chance to see that in the show, in the TV series of it. So why the hell not? And some movies I'm looking forward to watch here in 2016 is yeah, since we're talking about Divergent, I'm looking forward to see the third part of Divergent, Absurgent or whatever it's called. And then I'm also looking forward to watch Alvin and the Chipmunks 4. I know it was released last year, but it has its release date here in Denmark this year. And as well, it's the same for the Disney movie Zootopia. And I've heard so many great things about that movie that I just wanted to watch it now, because if you hear great things about a movie, I think you should go watch it. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Now, I'm not really a personal fan of Assassin's Creed, but I do consider to go in and watch the Assassin's Creed movie, actually. But I don't even know when it's gonna be released, and well, that's okay for me, actually. And then there's a Danish movie I'm gonna watch as well at, because it was October or November this year, which is third movie in the installment of of that Danish movie, but I already had the first one and I watched the second one in the cinema, so why not watch the third one as well? But yeah, a lot of great movie reviews here, and a lot of anticipated movies yet to come. So I'm really looking forward to that. And with that, K9 Gamer 1001 signed off. Bye.